Hi, I'm Darryn Farrugia and welcome. In this video, I'm going to teach you a pretty simple approach to playing linear grooves, or at least developing linear grooves using paradiddles. And in particular, I'll be using the single paradiddle. This particular exercise or set of exercises comes from page 35 of my book, Groove Perspectives. If you're interested in checking out the book, I'll leave a link to how you can get that in the description below. So what is a linear groove? Well, in its basic form, a linear groove is a groove where no two sounds occur at one time. If you can keep that in mind, that'll help you understand what's going on with the rest of this video. So I'm going to play a paradiddle. I'm just going to play the hands. I'm going to play the right hand on the hi-hat, the left hand on the snare drum, no bass drum at this point. A few things to think about are the dynamics within the pattern itself. So when I play the accents on the hi-hat, I'll play them with the shoulder of the stick on the edge of the hi-hat. The non-accented notes will be played with the tip of the stick on top of the hi-hat. The snare drum accents will be played as a rim shot. And the non-accented notes will be played as ghost strokes. So I'm aiming for a height of about 4 to 5 centimeters, around 2 inches for those in the imperial situation. I'm going to play this paradiddle slowly, and at this point I'm just treating it as a bar of 2/4. So I'm going to give you a bar of 2 in. 1 E-ander, 2 E-ander. Now, if I wanted to turn that into a groove, I could just add the bass drum on beat 1. By doing that, we've basically created a layered groove, and that is that there are two sounds occurring at one time. So if I wanted to put the bass drum on beat 1, but treat this as a linear groove where only one sound occurs at one time, that means I would have to remove the hi-hat note on beat 1 and replace it with the bass drum. So now we get this. 1, 2, 1, 2. And there, my friends, is a basic linear groove. And these are great exercises to get you into the whole linear concept using a hand pattern that you already know, which is a paradiddle. I hope you already know that. And also, again, just focusing on those dynamics and making sure that those dynamics are really where they need to be in order to make this feel good. So again, have a think about the dynamic range or the dynamic contrast within the snare drum and hi-hat. So the point of this exercise then is to shift the bass drum across the various notes of the paradiddle. So for example, what you saw me play was just substituted the first 16th note, added that to the bass drum. There are two rules we need to follow here. The first rule is that we don't substitute the backbeat, which is the snare drum accent, for the bass drum, because we want to retain the backbeat as part of the groove. And the second rule is that anything that's a double, i.e. 2 rights or 2 lefts, will be treated as a double on the kick. So we always retain the double. So what I'll do now is play that paradiddle, and I'll shift the bass drum across each time. I'll play each version for the equivalent of 2 bars of 4/4 or 4 bars of 2/4. I'm still thinking in 2/4 at this stage, so it'll be the equivalent of 2 bars of 4/4 if you're thinking in 4/4. It won't take long. I'll do this at a pretty easy tempo, but you'll hear what I mean. So that bass drum is going to get shifted across throughout the bar, substituting the various hand strokes for the bass drum. Here we go. Starting from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's it, that's the exercise. I also do the same thing with the reverse, inward and outward paradiddles in this book. So if you want to explore those options, page 35 and page 36 from groove perspectives. I'm going to play the same exercise for you now. I'm going to take the tempo up a little. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's kind of the start of this whole kind of linear paradiddle journey. So understanding that all of those little 2/4 bars can now be joined together to create 4/4 versions of these grooves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the first two patterns, this one, and I'm going to add it to this one. And we're going to combine those two 2/4 bars and we'll come up with a groove that's in 4/4, and it's the groove that you heard me play at the start of the video. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's another combination that appears in the book. 1, 2, 3, 4. So once you learn those patterns, you can just make up these bigger grooves, these 4/4 grooves by combining any beats, really. It doesn't have to necessarily be strictly 2/4 and 2/4. It could be one beat cells from all of these variations that you can combine to make a groove in 4/4. So anyway, that's just a quick introduction to the whole linear paradiddle concept that appears in my book, Groove Perspectives. And I hope this is something that you can use and enjoy and share with your friends and all of that sort of stuff. Anyway, if you like the video, hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, subscribe, and remember to hit that notification bell so that you know when I've uploaded a video, which is every week. So until next week, have a great week, and I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.